Hi, welcome to Right to the Top. I'm Adam. In today's video, I'm going to look at the essay question for the IELTS Task 2, but I'm going to look at an essay that asks for an opinion and an essay that does not ask for an opinion. Okay? And we're going to look at two tasks, and we're going to look at essays for each task and each side, like with or without opinion. Okay? It's very important to understand when you get these types of questions that you have to read the question very carefully to know how to approach your answer. Okay, let me explain with the first task. Some people believe that the internet has brought people closer together by making the world smaller. Others disagree, claiming that the internet has made people in communities more isolated because they no longer need to leave home and interact with others. Now, the instructions or the task itself could be discuss both views. Tell me why the first argument is good, that the internet is good for people, it brings them closer together. And tell me also why the internet is bad, why it makes people isolated, okay? And communities isolated. Or discuss both views and give your own opinion. Okay, now, either way, with or without opinion, you have to talk about both sides. Internet is good, internet is bad. But then give your own opinion in terms of what, right? What do you do with this instruction? Give your own opinion. Opinion about what? So, are they asking you to choose one argument over the other? Sure, why not? Are they asking you to say that the internet is good or that the internet is bad? Okay, maybe. Are they asking you for a third option? Are they telling you, is there another choice where this internet is good and bad and we should just stay away from it or use it more? Maybe. Is the best option a balance between the internet and face-to-face socialization? Okay. This last option is the one I chose because it's the easiest one to write in terms of the body paragraphs. Okay. I'm going to have a very balanced, I'm going to give a very balanced argument. The first body paragraph, I'm going to discuss why the internet is good, why the first argument or the first belief is correct. In the second body, I'm going to say why the second argument is good or correct. Okay, and I have a very balanced body paragraphs because that's what my thesis is going to be. So let's look at the differences between these two essays. I'm going to start with the introduction. The internet has greatly impacted our lives, especially in the way we interact with others. Here's my topic, the internet and human interaction. While some think this technology has shrunk the world and made it easier to establish relationships, others counter that it has in fact led many people to disengage. My topic and the question itself, which side? Now, for the essay without opinion, don't give an opinion. Both viewpoints have merits, as this essay will demonstrate. Both viewpoints have merits. Both viewpoints are correct and have something good to say, and this essay is going to demonstrate why that is so. There's no opinion, there's no I, there's no choosing one side over the other, there's no opinion whatsoever. With the opinion, again, the first part of the introduction is the same for both. This is just a thesis statement, the last sentence. As both viewpoints have merits, and I'm still going to be looking at both sides, I tend to believe that everyone has a duty to balance his or her on and offline socialization. So I'm keeping the balanced approach. I'm saying that both arguments are good, both have something good to say, and that people need to combine the two. They need to socialize online and offline. Okay, that's going to be my argument, my opinion. Now, in terms of the actual body, the main thing I want you to notice is that for either way, with opinion or without opinion, my body paragraphs are going to be exactly the same. I have not changed anything. Body paragraph 1. I talk about the internet's ability to connect people, so the good side of the internet. I say why it's good. Businesses, strangers, helping other people in tough situations. I give an example of earthquakes, typhoons, etc., social awareness, message boards. So very concrete examples of how the internet is actually good and brings people closer together. Rescue and rebuilding efforts, and it lets people have a sense of accomplishment and philanthropy. People can feel good about themselves and can feel good about helping other people. And this obviously brings people together. A closing sentence to tie off the paragraph. If you want to read it, the paragraph more carefully, just press pause on your video player, read it, go on to the second body paragraph. That being said, I have my transition. Now I'm going to shift to the other side. Many people consider clicking a button on some website an empty gesture. So now I'm talking about how the internet basically distances us from other people. Makes us more mechanical. It's as simple as purchasing a pair of jeans. Yes, I'm saying that yes, it is good because financial aid helps, but the feeling is empty. It makes us further away from people. I talk about what is the good aspects or what are the good aspects of face-to-face communication, meeting people in person and needing more time, energy, motivation. And the more people stay away from face-to-face contact, the further they distance themselves, the more they become closed in their little bubbles. Okay, and then everything becomes basically mechanical. For body paragraph 1, why the internet is good. Body paragraph 2, why the internet can be bad. Very balanced argument because that's what I gave in my thesis. In my opinion, I said people should have a good balance on and offline socialization. Balanced body paragraph. Conclusion. Without the essay with no opinion, make sure you don't put an opinion in the conclusion. To summarize, the internet provides people with many benefits, yet it also has the power to disconnect them from the real world. It is up to everyone to decide for themselves their levels and modes of engagement. So there are benefits, there are also harms or drawbacks. Everyone has to decide for themselves. I'm not going to tell you what you should do. I'm not giving an opinion. I'm being objective. Okay? And the entire essay, 323 words. The essay with opinion, again, I'm changing the conclusion. The introduction, a little bit different. Only the thesis statement is different, one sentence difference. The conclusion is different as well. Bodies are the same. Therefore, the optimal solution, means the best solution, would be to spend quality time both in cyberspace and the real world. So try to be in both. A person who can do this effectively can thereby have the best of both worlds. So this is my opinion. The best thing to do, spend time and connect to people online, spend time and connect to people offline. So there you have it, and 331 words for this essay with the opinion. Now, again, essentially, same essay, one sentence difference in the introduction and different conclusions. Now, let's look at a second question. Some parents do not want their children to work part-time while in school so that they can concentrate on their studies. Other parents believe that kids should learn to manage study and work duties, as this teaches them certain skills they cannot learn at school and therefore better prepares them for the real world. So what's the topic? School and work. And you have one side, only study, one side, work and study. That's your question, that's your debate. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of both views. No opinion. What is good about one? What is bad about one? What is good about two? What is bad about two? That's it. No no opinion, very objective, just an idea of what's going on. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of both views and say which you think is better. So here, they are very clearly asking you to take a side. You must choose one or the other. Now, what is going to be the difference in terms of the actual essay? The introduction, almost the same, only change the thesis. The body paragraphs are going to be very different. The no opinion essay, I'm going to have a very neutral body. Paragraph 1, talk about the good and bad of one. Paragraph 2, the good and bad of the other. Very balanced body paragraphs. You're not leaning to either side. And then the conclusion, very general summary again. With the opinion, right from the first paragraph, you have to start leaning to the side you choose. You're going to have to choose one side, start leaning to it right away. And then in the second body paragraph, you have to support that choice very clearly. Okay, so very different body paragraphs with opinion and without opinion. So let's look at the introduction. So some parents argue that school is the best time and place to gain knowledge and practical skills and should therefore be their children's sole focus. That's the one side. Other parents want their kids to gain practical experiences, namely by way of employment, in addition to theoretical knowledge. Other side, I'm basically saying the same thing that was in the task, different words. No opinion. Both perspectives have merits and drawbacks, as this essay will demonstrate. All I'm saying is there are advantages and disadvantages. I'm about to show you what those are. That's it. No opinion. While both perspectives, this is with opinion. While both perspectives have merits and drawbacks, I personally agree with the latter thinking, with the second choice, working and school. because workplace success is a major part of adulthood and part-time work gives youth a head start on this. So I'm saying I choose the second opinion. I agree with the parents who want their kids to work, and I give you general reasons as to why, and these reasons will make up the structure of my body paragraphs. And let's get to those. Body paragraph 1. So this is the no opinion. This is the first essay, no opinion. I'm talking about what is good about having a job while working. I also say a little bit in the middle. While it can be argued that students with part-time work risk not having sufficient time to dedicate to academic projects. So here's the bad side of working. And then I go back to the good side. I give an example. And at the end, I say all this prepares them for the real world of adulthood. Second one, conversely, I shift focus to the other side. And I talk about the good aspects of studying only without a job. Again, in the middle, I say that they are missing some soft skills, which the other students have, the ones who worked. But at the end of the day, they can focus better, they can do a better job, and sometimes that's more important to employers. Very balanced. I'm not taking any side. I'm saying the good and bad of each in each paragraph with a focus. First paragraph, I focus on the kids who work. Second paragraph, I focus on the kids who only study. Okay, very balanced. My conclusion, in conclusion, both approaches to employment during school have positive and negative aspects. While the part-time workers may gain more practical and social skills, the academic students benefit from a better focus. Both sides are good and bad. Here are the benefits. Here are the benefits. That's it. No opinion. I'm not involved. I'm not taking a side. 316 words for this essay. Now, the essay with the opinion, you're going to see very clearly. I'm starting off more or less the same. I'm telling you what are the benefits of having a job. And I talk about, I stick to it. All I'm talking about are the good aspects of it. And I give a very concrete example with working mothers. And look at the last sentence. Those who only studied without the added responsibilities of work will have a more difficult time adjusting to the new reality. So I focus on the disadvantage of the kids who only study. And I make sure I give you only the benefits of the kids who have a job. In the second paragraph, that being said, again, don't forget your transition to the second body paragraph. Here I begin with the benefit or the advantage of only studying, but then I quickly shift it to the benefits of having a job. And in the last sentence, in other words, the students who had a part-time job, enter the job market with a competitive edge that will propel them to success more quickly. So it is better to have a job while studying than not to have a job. I still mention good and bad of both, but I specifically focus more on the good aspects of having a part-time job while in school. And that way, I still did discuss the advantages, and I very clearly supported why I think one is better than the other. Okay, so very different than the first essay where you can have the same essay. Conclusion, with the above in mind, it is clear that both approaches to employment have positive and negative aspects, generally speaking. However, in the long term, the skills gained by the part-time workers will present them with more immediate and possibly greater advantages. More, greater. I'm obviously taking a side, I'm stating an opinion. And again, this essay has 320 words for the IELTS. Okay, and that's basically it. Very, very important that you pay attention to the task. If they're asking for an opinion, give one. If they're not asking for one, don't give one. But if they're asking you to discuss something and give an opinion, make sure that you're doing both. A lot of people lose points because they go straight to support the one side. They completely neglect to discuss the other side of the debate. Okay, make sure that you're doing both parts of the task. There are two parts to the task. Discuss, argue for one side. Discuss, give an opinion. Don't forget to do that, and you'll have no problems with any question type that comes up like that. Now, if you have any questions about this video, please ask me in the comment section at YouTube. If you have any other questions, you can also ask there as well. If you want to see these essays in full, you can see them on my website, writetotop.com. There's a link in the description box here in YouTube. And yeah, come back for more lessons. grammar, vocab, all kinds of stuff. If you like the video, give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.